Hello, hello. Hi, Crawfish. Hi, Dangerous Dave. Good to see you. I'm a little late with the stream today on this one. Let me turn the fan off just in case my mic is picking that up. MVN, that will be sufficient. Oh, you don't know. You don't know just how minimum we can get here. Yeah, I had things to do today. Like get my 3 monthly, quarterly injection of hormones and things that keep me somewhat functional. And I totally forgot, because of course I did. I've spent the whole weekend being sleepy and have no energy. So I went out for a walk, as you do, and I got myself some macas, because that's all I could really think about in terms of food. And I ate the macas, but I'm still very, very sleepy and tired and no energy. But you know what? We've got a stream. We've got to do the stream. Can't not do that, because, I mean, it's my stream. It's kind of a thing I do for socialization once a week. And, we've got the cat. Oh dear, I think the camera's frozen. Let's have a look. Either she has had a profound thought there mid-wash, or the camera stream is frozen because it's the I think it's because I've got the free version of DroidCam there, and it's occasionally playing a full screen advert that kind of kills the thing. So just bear with me one moment. We'll fix that at least. It's the more important part of the stream. The energy levels of the streamer himself are not as important. No. Camera. Out of that. Face. Yes. There we go. The stream is saved. I have seriously considered just doing 24-hour cat-cam streams as a way to bump up my numbers so that we can get follow remotes eventually. Good to see you regardless. Well, it's good to see you, Dangerous Dave. How are you doing? What have you been up to lately? Dangerous Dave is a streamer, and I can give you a shout out. What were you recently playing? No game? Oh, that's odd. I thought you were a streamer. I mean, maybe you're just so prolific in the DOS Gaming retro chats that I've assumed you're a streamer. You should stream. Carlfish. Carlfish did a cool StarCraft stream the other night. No, I don't stream. Everyone assumes that. It's because you're the Dangerous Dave, you know? Like, you've got video games made after you. Anyway, we've got the cat cam going. That's good. Maybe we can do a little bit of computer gaming on the computer. I need to re-record those missions with a working microphone config sometime. Could do like a Carlfish reacts to Carlfish's stream, where you just make your original stream a bit smaller, and then have a new camera in the corner there where you're going, ah yes, he's doing his classic Marine Rush. Haunted Mansion is my average Friday night. I make funny faces at it. Yes. Yeah, every subsequent stream of yours can just be reactions to the previous stream. Inception it. So let's run the Ultima 7. Yes, Lord British presents. Don't worry, the game will capture in a moment. It's just there's several different programs, which means we've got several different titles for the window. There we go. So where were we? Got to lurk for a bit, but you'll be back. No worries, Dangerous Dave. Thank you so much. enjoy the lurk. So where were we up to? We had done one of the dungeons. We did the tetrahedron dungeon. And as a result, the magical ether should be fixed now. So we can go talk to some mages, and they should be more cognizant. I wish I could say the same for myself. But one very obvious thing that came up as a result of that was we talked to Penumbra over in Moonglow, and at the end of that quest line, she's like, "Oh, so how did you know to come to me to wake me up and what have you?" And our dialogue choices were either Nicodemus told us about you, or the Time Lord told us about you. And neither of those two people have we actually met in the gameplay so far. So maybe we try and drag the plot back on the rails this session, and we go back to where we were supposed to be doing and talk to the wisps. Because we were told by the fortune teller that that's something we need to do. So we'll do that. And I think, yeah, everyone's healthy and overpowered now, except for Yolo, he's an old man. And Sentry, he's also not amazing compared to the rest of us homunculuses. But yeah, I think I don't have a lot of brain power today. And we'll just do a little scuffed stream. I've got the cat cam going. Yes, she moved. So Poppy can entertain us all while I derp around in Ultima VII. And we'll go attempt to talk to some wisps. And that will be entertainment enough for everyone, I think. And listen to Rule Britannia while we fly across the mountaintops. Wow, look at it just fly by at 10 frames a second. Oh, hello, there's a little bandit camp. Oh, it's a camp of trolls. Hi, trolls. You can't reach us. Oh, and there's like a rogue wizard down there as well. He's also trying to kill us, I think. But he can't, because we're up on a carpet. How nice. Well, we're not landing here. Let's move on. I suppose we could try and park in the middle of the forest. Ah, here we go. Here's the house where we can contact
Do
wisps.
you really know where you're going, Avatar?
No, I do not. Hooray, we've arrived. So there's this house out in the middle of nowhere for some reason. We've got the Book of Forgotten Mantras. Ak, Hor, Kra, Meow, Detra, Sa, Nok, Spank, Mi, Siop, Yof, Au, Ta, Gu, Si, Yam, Vil, Wes, Forat, Azk, Sim, Tex, As, He, Yak, Hodis, Ni, Bo, Fes, Upa, Yit, Swerzes, Led, Zep, Bok, Mar, Sa, Ses, Blah, Swoo. There you go, kids. That's all you need to know about magic. Got another book here, just randomly open. Encyclopedia Britannia, Volume 5. Here is another volume in a long series of books detailing every known geographical location and historical personage. This tome covers Vargas, contemporary storyteller and compiler of legendary parables, through Xiand, a prehistoric island. These wisps like to do their reading. What's this book? It's Encyclopedia Britannia, Volume 2. Here's another volume in a long series of books detailing every known geographical location and historical personage. This work covers Falga, the ancient sage of reptiles, through Lyceum, the renowned library that is now part of Moonglow. 2 books in this room. You'd think the Wisps would just go to the Lyceum in Moonglow, if they're that hungry for knowledge. Volume 4. Here's another volume in a long series of books detailing every known Gresham composer. This book covers Coaxletodornicom, the mythological snow beast of the north, through Utopia, a proposed manifestation of the time-honoured concept of a perfect society. Pathways of Planar Travel by Nicodemus. This could be relevant. Herein are the many necessary complex formulae necessary for travel between and through the many diverse planes of existence. Each plane is accessed by a moon gate, and even our very own Lord British came to Britannia from one of these planes via a moon gate. However, this also leads to some concern. To this point, every individual who has entered Britannia from another plane has been benevolent, most notably Lord British and the Avatar. I wonder if they got Lord British's okay before they got the ability to publish this book. It's like, our benevolent, beloved ruler, Lord British. But if they have the ability to employ these gates, is there not the chance that other evil beings might too be able to venture into our fair lands at their whimsy? A thought to be considered for the future. Encyclopedia. I can't talk. Why am I doing all this reading? This work covers Arkara, the first mayor of Trinsic, through Exodus, the vile offspring of Mondain and Minex. We dealt with Exodus a couple of episodes ago. The Bioparaphysics of the Healing Arts by Lady Lay. We met Lady Lay down in the on a hold, the Serpent's Hold Island, rather. Within this rather in-depth and complex look at healing are the ideas considered to be the definitive text on healing wounds, curing poison, and resurrecting the recently dead. Within can be found suggested remedies for any known sickness in Britannia, including the dreaded Zorodin's disease, which causes a loss of vision followed by an extreme sensitivity to noise. In addition, the book lists a few of the after effects of healing and curing, such as an increase in appetite, intense restlessness, and slight dizzy spells. Though not for good as an introduction to healing for beginners, the tome is perfect for the seasoned healer. And finally, we have Encyclopedia Britannica, Volume 3. Hairball, hello. Welcome on in. I am not fully myself today. I am very tired. So where I might normally distribute shoutouts later on in the stream, I'm just going to do one for you now because you're a cool streamer who I wish I could catch more of their streams. Hairball does a lot of retro streams in the middle of my workday, so often I have annoying conflicts with real-world meetings that I have to pay attention to. Quite bothersome, but very enjoyable streams when you do catch them. I am a 2-hour flower. Trademark. But I appreciate you showing up for what you can of them. Is that a reference to something, Hairball? Like, flower that lasts 2 hours? I don't get it, or maybe I'm just far too dumb at the moment to get the reference because I'm quite tired and I want to stream anyway because streaming, it's fun and I love this game. No, I coined it because I only stream for 2 hours a week. Hey, that's not bad. You're talking to the right person if you're lamenting that don't have quite enough stamina for huge long streams. I do this once a week and I can sometimes hit the 2-hour mark and keep going on, but it gets increasingly... There are diminishing returns after that, I find. And of course, knowing that is my limit, I have somehow got it in my head that at some point, maybe later this month, maybe even later than that, I don't know when I'll get it done, but at some point I'm going to do one stream every day of the week for my 7 days to stream community goal that I set up. So I'll see how that goes. This tome covers Kanos, a historical tower in ancient Yu, through Pusmoran, the originator of the rarely used fourth-person point of view. Was that both of these books? Biophysics, yeah. And we've got a crystal ball that's in this completely inaccessible room. Oh, right, it's an invisible wall. No, it's the opposite of an invisible wall. It's a visible wall. Yes.
Go away!
But like many crystal balls, it's locked with a password. We're not allowed to view it. Where's that wisp gone? The annoying thing about the wisp NPCs that you talk to here are they can go through walls, and they can have a habit of just kind of wandering off into the forest, and it's necessary to talk to them several times during the play.
Thundercats! Ho!
Cyclone Entertainment Def just subscribed, you bloody legend. Oh hey, look at that, 3 months.
Cyclone. Cressica, what are you doing, friend? You don't have to. But thank you very much for the sub. I hope you enjoy using the emotes and some ad-free viewing. Thank you. How are you doing, friend? I am very tired. And I am attempting to do a little bit of a stream. Not doing much, just wanted to say hi. Well, you're quite welcome to come on by and say hi. I really need to play the Ultima games and the Wizardry games at some point. Yeah, Hebel, that would be cool. I myself have only played a tiny bit of Ultima 6 and then 7, Serpentile, 8 and 9. Really wanted to play Ultima Online back in the day, but use of the family computer to play an online game that would tie up the phone lines the whole time, that was never going to fly. Thinking about building more of the Minecraft building, might actually do that. Yeah, why not? I've been having a bit more fun back in the Minecraft world on the Stream Shed. Shameless plug. Myself and Cressica here are both in the Stream Shed, and there's a Minecraft server that we both play on there. It is nice to be able to play Minecraft with some people, and, you know, you're building things and other people could see them, and it's kind of nice that way. So anyway, we're supposed to be talking to a wisp. So let's talk to a wisp. The wisp does not respond. Of course it doesn't respond, it's a wisp. It's just a floating ball of light. How could we possibly think that the wisp would be able to respond to us? Thankfully, the game did previously give us another clue. Everyone remember where we parked? Let's actually mark it this time. Because we do have to go back here a few times. We used the blue for the carpet previously, and that works just fine for wisps as well. Let us magically remember where we parked. Nice. And let me update my little Google Doc that I have to remind me which stones are tied to which things. This is not it. This is some other project. Please enjoy the stones in the background. There we are, blue. Wisp. Hey, let me type. Wisp. Oh wait, that's the original location. Okay. I've also been slowly compiling a list of like important keys that I've found and which chest or door they open and where I can go about finding that. So yes. Where were we? Wisps. So to talk to the wisps, we did get one clue from the fortune teller that we need to talk to the imps in order to do that. And the imps are in turn going to have another side quest for us to do, and to accomplish that we're going to need to do something else. And it's this glorious tangent of quests that really almost loops back on itself with the amount of tangents that's going on. And there's a camp of bandits or something here. So let's give them a good killing. That'll learn them. Of course it won't. They'll be back next time we scroll this area onto the screen. But let's just take what we can. 29 gold coins, sure. Where's the boy? The boy is hiding behind this tree. Here you go, boy. Ooh, basket full of food. We'll take all of that, thank you. So I don't know if this is a bandit camp or actually like, maybe it's a logging camp, because the main issue that the imps have that they're going to talk to us about is the fact that Sentry. Normally dump this stuff on him. Their home, like their habitat, is under attack by loggers because the trees that the imps live in, called silverleaf trees, produce this delicious meal called silverleaf that we got offered back at the inn that we were at the other day. Yo, Skeleton Key, why are you not working for me? $17 gold coins, sure, let's just take it. I feel like I should have chosen a different person to carry all the loot than the boy, because the boy is just such a smaller target to hit when you're trying to drop items on him. Here you go, Yellow. More food for us. And I can't help but notice a little glowy line up here, which, yes, it's magic armor. Nice. I think we're all kitted out now. Yeah. But I like the shiny things, and why don't we just take it with us? So I wonder if this is actually like a logger's camp rather than a bandit camp. They actually have set up a proper fence and everything around it. I suppose it could be either, and we don't have an opportunity to find out because they're all nice and dead now. Another chest. Let's see if we got any cash out of it. Can't unlock that with our key, meaning it's trapped, and I'm not really bothered to untrap it. So here are these nice silverleaf trees. And here is one of the imps' little nests. Now, back in the day, with me and my sister playing this in the 1990s, we used to come here a lot. The reason being that these nests are one of the few items in the game that you can move if you've got the hack mover tool on, and it will stay where you put it, because for whatever reason the game, like the way it does the terrain, trees and things it knows you can't move, so you can't move them, or you can move them but they'll just spring back into place. The nest has to be, I guess, elevated, but it also has to sit on top of this other tree top area. So for whatever reason, the game coded it so that if you were somehow able to move it, the game remembers where you've moved it to. And we would use it for roofing for our own custom houses when we wanted to build something. It doesn't look the best, but it works. And you've got to work with what you're given. If you're trying to turn a game like Ultima VII into The Sims or House Flipper or something like that. We might do a dedicated house flipping stream at some point where we just set ourselves up a nice little house. We've been customizing the crap out of Sentry's house, but it's a whole different puzzle to try and build one for yourself in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, there's a little monkey person running around here, and if we can catch them and talk to them, the creature ignores you. Fine, we've been ignored by the wisps. Now we're being ignored by imps. It's fine. What about this one? The creature ignores you. You. The creature ignores you. I forget, am I missing a quest point where I'm supposed to find someone to talk, or to give me a clue about how to talk to them? Because it has been a little while since I've done this particular part of the quest. And that's the elderly one that doesn't like us. But there's one here in particular that will eventually end up talking with us. Is it that one? Is it you? Hey you, hey, come back. It's not that one. I think it's the little guy with the eyes turned towards the camera. Hey you. Yeah, I think it's this one that gives us the whistle. But they're just ignoring us. So... I mean, we could go back to talk to Margarita, the fortune teller, and she might tell us what to do next. Or, of course, it's possible that because we've advanced part of the quest with Penumbra, she'll tell us to go do that next, and it's going to be kind of broken. Oh, here's the village elder that really doesn't like us. Oh, combat. Okay, no, it's fine. Well, I seem to remember Ceramed was involved with talking with them, so maybe we go talk to Ceramed, and we can go do the bee cave thing, and that might be fun to do. Just everyone remember, we're up here is where the Imp village is. And I guess we could go for a jolly trek through the woods and see if we can trigger the next bit of the quest. Because usually at this point I've talked to Ceramed already. And look, here's more wisps just out in the random forest. Are we taking the carpet? I think we are. A lot easier than hacking through the forest here. It gets quite dense in places. And there's things that attack you. Ayola just said, I heard something. And here is actually Ayola's house, so let's go have a poke around, shall we? Trainer? Okay, this isn't Ayola's house. Where are we? The woman you see in front of you has a concerned expression on her face, as if her thoughts were far away. What's your name? My name is Penny, milady. Hi, Penny. I have no occupation, milady, at least not one I would call work. I do, however, teach skills in close-quarter combat. She thinks for a moment. I suppose a better way to answer that question would have been to say, yes, I do have a job. I'm a trainer, but, she smiles, I enjoy it too much to call it work. I have loved close-quarter fighting since I was old enough to grasp my first spear. That's why I moved to you. To me? No, to you. I moved here to hunt, of course. The forest is full of game. I would not think of living anywhere else. We could ask for training, but I don't think we need it necessarily. Let me check my list of trainers. No, that's the list of magic trumps. I'll do training off stream, it doesn't matter. Spear, it is my choice in arms. The spear combines the best of both range and power. It is the perfect hunting weapon. Alright, see you. Good journeying, lady. So yeah, in proper RPG fashion, we've found someone's house in the middle of the woods, and we've barged in and are poking around. And here's an interesting thing that you don't see often. This person has a door on the west side of their house. Don't they know that's dangerous? I wonder if they've got the book here that explains why it's dangerous. No, we've just got the 5 stages of long care. Alright, see you, Penny. Let's close her door so that random animals from the forest don't just wander in there. Oh, here's another house. Yellow does have his house somewhere in here, but this would appear to be Ceramed's house, who also has a trainer sign outside his door. It's got to be his house, right? Nope. You see a young man leaning on a longbow. I'm Brad, man. Nice to meet you, Brad. Don't call me man. Why, it is my job to train the many who visit you to become more agile. Ah, he's a scrum master. I love the forest. It is very beautiful. Also, he raises his bow, I've moved out here to be near the two great archers, Iolo and Ceramed. Iolo blushes. I'm honored, my friend. I was not aware I had an admirer in this part of the land. He bows to Bradman, who returns the gesture. Oh, that's interesting. Someone who actually recognizes Iolo for once. So tell me about the many people. The forest attracts a lot of people who want to spend some time away from the larger towns, like Minnock and Burton. So they come to you. Me? No, you. And something about the woods makes most people want to explore. He pats his bow. That is where this comes in. The bow is the tool of survival in the forest. And I, he jerks his thumb to his chest, teach proficiency with the bow. That could be really useful, Bradman, except that there is no specific proficiency in this game for ranged weapons. It's just you have dexterity or you don't. What do you think about exploring? There are many exciting things to see in the forest. Not a day goes by when I do not see something interesting. A new type of bird, a beautiful butterfly, or, best of all, a deer. And your bow, it is my weapon of choice. It takes a keen eye and steady arm to shoot accurately. I think it has more finesse than a sword or a spear, for example. Oh yeah, speaking of spears, Penny uses a spear. Thou hast met Penny. I hope thou hast not trained with her, he winks. She is a valuable friend, but she hunts as well as a weed, and she is as clumsy as an ox. I'm afraid she knows nothing about fighting. Well, and you would? You're a scrum master, my dude. What do you know about Ceramed? He is a great archer who resides in the forest. He moved here to get away from the far too quickly growing towns. All right, do you know where he lives? Can you give me a direction? May the trees part around thee, milady. All right, thank you muchly. Okay, so that was Bradman. You is, it's considered a town, but it can be quite difficult to actually go around and find everyone. Because the houses are very sparse and there's monsters all over the place. What did Jonas say just then? Might have to watch the VOD back. Maybe something like, you'll never take me alive, or I don't know. Ah, home sweet home. Here we go. Here's Iolo's house. What a mess. Iolo, this is more of a mess than I have in my home. And I've been cooped up for ages and gone a little strange. Really, you don't have any excuse for this. Here's one magic bolt. I mean, it's kind of cool. He's got this workshop full of crossbows and things. And garbage all over the floor. Everywhere. What book is this? Ultima, The Avatar Adventures, by Russell de Maria and Carolyn Spector. Within the pages of this tome are the details of the many adventurous exploits of the Avatar, beginning with after the destruction of Exodus. The details within this book are amazingly accurate, and the descriptions should prove to be surprisingly vivid. Well, yeah, he was there. Here we have a scroll written to Iolo from Gwenno, his wife. It's kind of a Dear John letter, really. she says she's just taken off on an adventure without him. And we'll get to catch up with her in Serpentine. Dearest Iolo, in Buccaneer's Den I came across an old pirate who told me he had sailed across the waters of Britannia more times than I was summers old. On a gamble, I asked if he had ever heard of the legendary Serpent Isle. He had, and he even had a map that would tell how to locate the island. I bought the map and have already begun my search. However, I made a copy so that thou mayest follow me after thy current adventures have ended. I have left a copy with Lord British, but he promised he would not give it to thee until thou hast completed thy explorations with Hoggers. Till I see thee again, my love, Gwenno. This is kind of weird because how would Gwenno know that Iolo was adventuring with me? I basically popped out in the middle of town, intrinsic, and immediately recruited Iolo to my party. He's had no opportunity to talk to Gwenno about it. But there you go. We'll catch up with her in part 2. Iolo does have one other living companion. He has a horse in his stables. And I think we commented before rightly that who would expect a horse to talk? That's quite ridiculous. But this one does. His name's Smith. You see a horse. What else did thou expect to see? What's your name? Yes, I have a name. Scoundrel, when thou art asked thy name, thou shouldst respond politely and accurately. The Avatar has just asked thee for thy name. My name? You can call me what you want, but I will only respond to Smith. And what is it you do here, Smith? Job? Job? I'm a horse. What kind of job could I have? He looks off in the distance. I can see it now. Smith, baker extraordinaire. Well, you know, don't give up on your dreams. Actually, I have gotten quite good at interior decorating. See how I arranged my abode? You like it, don't you? Yeah, actually, it's very rustic. Good. I will let you continue talking to me then. Which do you prefer, my living room or my bedroom? Definitely the bedroom. I like how you stacked the crates in the corner there. You always did have bad taste. So Smith. Yep, that's what I told you to call me. Oh, I get it. You want something from me, don't you? Not really, no. Then what are you talking to me for? Thanks, Smith. Hey, don't be rude, horsey. You could have been in the military or something. I mean, draft horses are totally a thing. Welcome in, son. How are you? We are blundering around the forest city of U, which is all this area. And we're looking to find a particular ranger called Ceramed. The Forest of U by Taylor. Though once the large, prosperous city of justice, U has been swallowed by the deep forest. However, let not it be said that this turn of events was not by the will of the people. As the cities grew throughout the land, many found it difficult to continue peaceful existences as simple farmers and herders. More and more, it became necessary to learn trades involving the exchange of goods and services. And there was considerably less instances of self-sufficiency. While most Britannians found this pleasing, there were those who wanted a return to the less mechanical side of life. And those same people, many of whom came from U, began to populate the deep forest. Though it will not be long before the growing cities and towns catch up to them, for now, many are able to lose themselves amongst the trees, the deer, and the imps. Oddly enough, very few people have actually encountered these ape-like creatures. Little is known about them. They seem to shun human contact. However, observations have revealed that they are definitely herbivores, never eating meat. Nevering eating meat. I've never noticed so many typos before. I guess I didn't have to read this out loud before. The imps forge homes from the woods of dead trees and build shelters high up in the limbs of silverleaf trees. Of course, imps are not the only creatures who... and I'm remembering details now. In order to talk to the Imps, we first have to give them some honey, which they find delicious, and we get the honey from the bee cave, so we ideally need Ceramed to go into the bee cave safely. And, okay, I mean, there's some food here, I might as well take some, just because, food. But this is Ceramed's house, so he should be around here somewhere. But I have a suspicion that part of his schedule is just like roam around the forest at random. Hello. Suspicious pile of rocks, and we find a ring of invisibility. I have like 1 billion rings of invisibility already, but let's just take another one. There you are, Ceramed. Are you fishing? Let's save the game here. Stream 13. Greetings, travelers. Hello, what's your name? I'm called Ceramed. Art thou fellowship members? How art thou called? I'm called Poggers. Well met, Poggers. Perhaps thou could introduce me to thy companions? This is Yodo. Thy good health, sir. Many campaigns sit upon thy brow. It is an honour. Avatar, this stranger grows upon me by the moment. Surely he would be a boon travelling companion. But did I hear thy say Avatar? Say not that thy leader is the one true Avatar. It is indeed true. 'Tis an honour to meet the Avatar. This is the boy. Greetings, young man. How comes one so young into such company? Oh, he's an orphan. His father got brutally murdered, and we're investigating. And I'm just kind of dragging him along because I like someone who I can feed copious amounts of drugs so that he becomes ridiculously strong and he can carry all my crap for me. I'm an orphan. My father has been most cruelly murdered, mutilated in the stables of Trinsic. That is a grievous tale, but surely the time for grief is past. Thou art in the company of great companions. Thou speakest rightly. I shall bring my father's murderer to justice or die in the attempt. Quite so, Spark, quite so. This is Sentry. I stole his house. Greetings, Sentry. A good fortune be thine. Glad to make thine acquaintance. And this is Jana. Greetings, Jana. Good health to thee. Glad to make thine acquaintance. So about fellowship things. I have no love for the fellowship. We shall speak of it when I know thee better. Ralph, what do you do here? I am but a humble woodsman. I garner my living from the forest and find knowledge in its depths. I have explored all this region. Cool. What sort of knowledge do you have that you might share? Many years I have dwelt by the mountains. Many spans have vanished under my roaming feet. Into the depths of the dark swamp I have gone, and to the heights of the mountains. I find that doubtful, considering the mountains are basically just boxes over the caves. I know the trees of the forest and the secret places in the earth. What secret places? North of my hut is a deep borehole into the mountains. Within live bees of a size to rival sheep or hounds. Their wings stir up leaves as they fly, and they will hum with a noise to make men flee in fear. Some have entered, never to return. Perhaps they are there still. Death is greedy, and holds a fate for those of like intent. Bees the size of a sheep. I totally believe you. Such bees as thou hast never seen. Large as a wolf they are, with wings stretching over a span in length. A creature stung by them will pass into a deep, death-like sleep. I have hunted them on many occasions, for I use their poison on my arrows, and I like their honey. Perhaps together we might journey into the cave for some. So here we can actually join and invite him to the party. I fashioned my arrows from the stingers of giant bees. With them one may put a foe to sleep. If thou wouldst like, I would be happy to give thee a dozen of my special arrows. Art thou interested? I mean, sure, why not? I'll take free stuff. Use them with care, for even a scratch may put one to sleep, he says, handing you 12 arrows. What swamp is it you've visited? North of the mountain spur is a dense swamp. Killing slime lurk within, guarding a clear spring. All about the water is foul and noisome. Into thy boots the foul concoction will seep, bringing on nausea and dizziness. The wise traveller wears swamp boots in such places. East, north, and west, that mire is drained. Through you and past the abbey, the westward river flows. The others both bend north into the sea. Have you gone adventuring in the sea? The sea! Its waves soothe a rough mood, but its fury is unrivaled. Ask those who live upon it. A gift it is to live by it and reap its natural harvest. I cast in a line when I may. Dost thou wonder what mysteries the sea must hold? Yes, it's the sea, it's very mysterious. I also wonder, but the doings of those who travel upon it are more familiar to me. I have seen pirates land upon the northern coast. This man has a lot to talk about. Perhaps they land to cache their booty in the forest. I have never followed them. Tell me about the abbey. Empath Abbey is its proper name, milady. Oh, sorry. They practice an ancient arts there, the eldest being the fermentation of distillation of spirits. Demand for their products is high in you. In me? No, in you. Citizens of a reclusive nature feel at peace there. Within the forest lie its buildings, many so grown over as to seem a part of the wood. East of my dwelling the wood is thick, but a woodcrafty traveller may find the houses there. I'm going to try and exhaust the conversation options here, just in case I miss something. He should be able to tell us about the imps. Slime. A dangerous organism is the greenish slime. Acidic to the touch, it will hurl pseudopods at its prey from 3 paces. Never sleeping, it has no mind and is composed in the main of poisonous substances. It engulfs and devours hapless animals voraciously. You've been up the mountains then, have you? Vaulting in from the coast looms a narrow spine. Dangerous and sharp rear the crags of those mountains. Caves there hold danger and death for the unwary. Speaking of caves and mountains, there are some who dwell near, or perhaps in, the Cave of Bees. They are hermits. One day I glimpsed a man and a woman deep within the cave as I was hunting. Since then I have seen them twice. I believe they are former citizens of you, though I do not know how they live in harmony with the bees. The forest is a wild place, but tamed somewhat in recent years. Within, valiant warrior, thou mayest still find creatures spoken of only in legend. What kind of creatures? Aye, such as would devour the unwary and pick bones dry. In the forest are harpies and slime on the margins of the swamp, and bees in the caves. Good game also live in the forest, foxes and the like. Foxes? Cunning is the fox, and shy of humans. We shall never belong to the forest as they do. This puts me in the mind of a story. Wouldst thou like to hear it? Oh no. Let me just have a drink first. One day, while walking along the edge of the swamp, I happened upon a strange sight. A fox was held at bay on a small hillock in the midst of the swamp, and all about the hillock writhed green slime. Slowly, the slime crept up towards the fox, when suddenly the fox trotted directly across the surface of the ooze. Unharmed, the fox dashed off into the wood, leaving the slime writhing behind. By this, I guessed that the victims of slime are those caught sleeping or unaware. And harpies? A malformed flying horror. Thou wouldst not want to meet one. I defeated one made of stone, so we're good. Right, so we've run out of conversation options, and he hasn't really told us the clue about getting honey for the imps. Let's have him join the party, and we can go into the... we can go into the cave. I will be honoured, milady. Tell me something, if thou please. Many years have passed since I first learnt my woodcraft. Such craft includes skill in arms, and I must know. Does the Avatar prefer mystical enchantment to overcome enemies, or physical strength and valor in arms? Honestly, physical strength is pretty nice to have. Admittedly, I've come across it through abusing mystical drugs, but, or in the Avatar's case, straight up enchantment. But yeah, beating enemies to a pulp is a lot easier in this game than taking out your spellbook, selecting a spell, selecting the target. Just hit the C key and let your friends beat things to a pulp. I have often suspected it. I am honoured to travel with thee. I shall watch thee diligently, for surely thou art the greatest fighter who ever lived. Well, I am now, but I started off pretty weak. When our quest is complete, we shall regale each other with our exploits. Tell me, thou dost prefer hand-to-hand combat or ranged weaponry? Sword-to-hand combat is actually much more effective. Such weapons require strength and daring. I admire such qualities, especially in women. The women of Britannia seldom have them. But my preferences run to the bow. An ancient weapon and elegant. A fine bow of yew may bring down game sooner than a sword. Alright. We could talk to him about the whole fellowship thing. Yeah, let's do that. I do not trust the fellowship, and most especially Elizabeth. Ah, you've had dealings with her, have you? Not long ago, the fellowship began to spread its influence throughout Britannia. In the early days, they attracted many bright, enthusiastic young people. Among them, my love, Lady M. A woman so intelligent could not help but rise up in their ranks. Her direct superior was Elizabeth. One black evening, she fell gravely ill. According to friends of mine, Elizabeth forbade her to visit the local healer. By the time I had learned of this, she had already passed away. She rests now forever in the yew graveyard. May her sleep be peaceful. I searched the land for Elizabeth, but I never found my quarry. In fact, it seems that every time I near my prey, they have already vanished. I'm off to bed. Have a good one, everybody. No worries, Herbal. Have a good one. My search shall never be truly over. Citizen recruit. We talked to that already. Lady M, youth is hers forever. Okay, bye. Till next time, milady. So now we have Zeramed in our party, and we've picked up some of his arrows, which will add to our hoard, I guess. We could just let him use them. He has managed to come to our party wearing absolutely no armor whatsoever. So it's a good thing that Ultima VII, Part 1, gives him this default paper bolt doll where he's wearing clothes. If you use Exalt to play Ultima VII, Part 1, and you choose to enable the paper doll support that it has, effectively ported over from Ultima VII Part 2, Serpent Isle, Zeramed here will be naked, because he's not wearing anything. He does have a bow. It's not even a magical bow. How tame. Here, Sentry picked up a magical bow from that camp earlier, so you can have a magical bow. And we've got a few more arrows. Sure, take those, and have some sort of protection for yourself. And those are just 10 of your special arrows. We may as well give you the arrows that you gave us. Straight back to you. There. Now maybe Zeramed won't make a complete fool of himself when we're partying together. That said, I wonder if we can do the bee cave and get the honey that we want. And effectively just sort of shortcut part of the quest line with the imps. So, you know, we give them the honey without realizing that they want it. Because I know that there is a conversation option somewhere suggesting you you give the imps honey and they'll like that and they'll talk to you. Hey, Dangerous Dave. Yeah, there is no unlurk command. Welcome on back. We've just spent an eternity talking to this guy, Zeramed. And I'm gonna wear out my voice sooner than I wear out anything else. Some people use different commands. Cool. Yeah, no worries. I've got all my commands in the sidebar, or they should be there. Frankly, I don't think I have a generic command set up. Yeah, that's just the stream element ones. There's a list commands, but that's an internal one for me to figure out what's actually loaded. So there's things in there like ban. Oh, ban is one that you can use. Autoban is one that only I have. Let's continue wandering, because I feel like maybe there's someone we can talk to that will tell us about the imps. And if not, kind of looks like not. Yeah, there's the bridge back to Britain that we can take. Often it has trolls guarding it. We've kind of talked to everyone except, yeah, there's a lumberjack here in U somewhere, and we end up talking to him to get him to agree to not chop down the trees that the imps live in. So logically, he has a house somewhere in this enormous forest. But the exact location of it escapes me, and not like I ever memorized the exact location of it, just because the place is so... Be most careful. Who knows what may be lurking amongst the trees? Thank you, Sentry, that's overly dramatic. We've fought all kinds of things in this forest already. It's just a wee bunny. Okay, those are wisps that are hostile to us, I think. You do get them occasionally. And they're annoying to deal with because they are much like ghosts. I think you can only hurt them with magic. This is Smith's stable. Are we there yet? No. I don't know where we are. And I can hear... Oh, there's a mage. Hooray, we killed the mage and this random bandit. Oh dear, that's Sentry, isn't it? Yeah, that's Sentry. We killed the mage, though. Let's see what amazing treasure we got for that sake. 10 gold coins and 2 gold nuggets. Amazing. Amazing. Boy, you hold on to those. See, death can come so quickly in Ultima 7. Like, by the time I've pressed C, this mage had gotten a few shots off on us. And Sentry apparently doesn't have that many hit points, and just got owned by this mage. Or he stood in the fire like a chump, I don't know. Jana... Yes, Poggers? Jana asks. I don't suppose you have any healing ability right now, do you? I'm sorry, I must wait a while before I can heal again. Yeah, kind of expected that. Well, we've got a new party member, Zeramed, to replace... what was his name again? Sentry, yeah. Let's drag him back to the magic carpet and at some point we'll fly back to Britain and get him resurrected. We'll just stuff him in this crate here. There we go. More combat. There's some wolves outside Oyola's place. How we're going to survive the bee cave like this, I don't know. I would actually like to not kill the bees and do it properly with like Ceramid's smoke bombs and everything. Except he hasn't offered any of them to us. And I don't know why that is. I remember him offering like special smoke bombs to us and I could never get them working properly anyway. There's another chest. Alright. Trapped chest. Okay. Screw that. I think if we go up further on this road, there's no more houses. It's just going to take us into the city proper. And there's a few quests we can do there, like in Empath Abbey. But that's not what I want to do right this second. Yeah. Alright. Back into the bee cave we go. Ah, actually, sometimes these people who can join your party, they change their dialogue options once they're actually in your party and give you free stuff. How may I assist the party, Poggers? Bees. Such bees as thou hast never seen, large as a wolf they are, with wings stretching over a spanning length. Yeah, that's physically not possible, my dude. Like, you can't have insects that big. They can't support their own weight. It's completely in the realms of impossibility. A creature stung by them will pass into a deep, death-like sleep. Okay. Job? I travel with thee, valiant warrior, to aid thee with my woodcraft. What about the forest? Can you tell us about, like, imps? Creatures, swamp, forest, harpies. We went through all of these. Till next time, milady. Right. Now, before we go in the bee cave, I'm unlikely to get bopped for it because it is basically just a couple of pixels. But for the lulls, I want to have something that I can cover the screen with. What about Spark's face? Okay, can I open that and where would it have put my screenshots? Here we go. Import this into OBS. Come on, you can do it. Drop it in my scenes, my sources. Alright, fine, I'll make an image. An image file, I will browse to this. Perfect. Can just stay there until we need it. So we need to go into the bee cave to get the honey. We don't actually know this yet. I know this because I've played the game a lot, and I've forgotten where we get the appropriate trigger. But here we go. Oh, right. Ceramed was the guy that was giving us all the light. Let's use a light spell. I have some sort of long-lasting light. So we take this fork and whoops. Naked people. Don't look, children. There's a bunch of naked people and meese here in this corner of the bee cave. Oh, naked people are moving. Can I duplicate this? There we go. Hide thy shame. You see a lovely naked woman. She is not in the least concerned that she is wearing no clothes. Spark's eyes widen and his jaw drops. Close thy mouth, boy. An insect may fly in. Not if they're the size of wolves, they won't. And put thine eyes back in thy head. They shall look strange dangling out of their sockets. Me mama, the woman exclaims proudly. What's your name? Me mama, the woman exclaims again. What is it that you do for employment, mama? Me live with papa here in cave. Really? You live like this? Mama explains. Eat, sleep, love. And, Papa? Who is he? Papa. Mama love Papa. And you just live in this cave. Cave good. Warm. Safe. That about sums it up, I guess. Okay, bye. Bye. Eat, Sleep, Love is the title of her self-help book. Oh, no. Papa, don't move. People could see. You see a naked man who looks a bit wild. He's not in the least concerned that he has no clothes. What is your name? Me, Papa, the man grins, revealing several missing teeth. He nonchalantly scratches his beard. What is it that you do? The man looks confused. Job? Me no job. Me live. Me live here with Mama. No need job. Cave provides all. Where are thy clothes? Clothes? The man laughs heartily and slaps his belly. No clothes, no clothes, he assures you, still chuckling. And this is Mama, is it? Mama. Me, Papa. She, Mama. We make zug zug. Maybe someday make a boy or girl. Cave good to us. We stay away from bees. They no hurt us. We no hurt them. We take honey when they sleep. We eat the mice in cave. Cook them up on campfire. Very good. I may puke. Tell me about the bees. They friendly if we no hurt them. The man sees Ceramed and frowns. He points at you accusingly. Hunt bees? No, we're just here to collect some honey. We don't want to hunt them. He points at Ceramed. Him bee hunter. Go away. The man spits at you and turns away. Oh, how rude. This is an act, I tell thee. These people are not savages. They are Britannians. He seems quite savage to me. Go away, bee killers. Okay, I guess we shouldn't have brought Ceramed in our party with us. Oh, and there's one of the bees. But it be friendly. It no be hurting us. You can expose Mama and Papa as tax evaders. But let's not bother to do that. They seem quite happy to do their own thing, and we'll let them. Honeycomb, delicious. I'm too old for this. And yeah, this is fine. Except I do believe the bees will get mad at us if we take this tiny amount of honey from them. And we will have to fight our way out. So, I guess we could try that. I suppose we could all just go invisible. That might work. Do we have a spell? There's mass sleep. Tremor's not going to really do much. I think we can cast 7th level spells now. We just don't have any. I need to go fetch some. Spend more of our money. Let's just try mass sleep and see if we can put these bees to sleep. Didn't work. Okay, fine. I'll just take honey. Yep, they didn't like that. Jana, maybe you could use these potions to put them to sleep. I want more honey. Oh, that bee is killing Ceramed. We may have to fight. Alright. Let's cure him of his poison before he goes and dies on us. And I suppose we may as well harvest these bee stingers if we wanted to make more of those arrows. But I believe the bees in this game are kind of a finite resource. They don't respawn if you go genociding them. What am I looking for? Potion to heal and cure poison. Okay, he's awake now. Let's just leg it. Can we run away? Kind of. They're keeping pace with us. There we go. These bees don't seem to be angry with us, so we're fine. We got out with minimal wounds. I'm fine, Yellow's fine, Spark's fine, Dar's fine. Ceramed's down to 5 hit points, but we don't need Ceramed in our party. How may I assist the party? Poggers? The bees. Such bees as thou... Yeah, we've seen this before. I know there was an option for you to give him bee stingers and he would craft more arrows for you. I just don't know where in this enormous conversation tree it is. You can talk to him about slime and foxes and harpies, but what about the bees, my man? The bees! Yeah, I guess... Oh no, now what? Wolves! Jana runs away from combat a lot, and I wonder if there's some sort of secret confidence stat that causes people to run away? Because there's no reason for her to run away. Look at her stats. They're insane. Maybe it's an affectation of how we've got more strength than anyone should normally be able to have ever. And the computation that the game is doing is causing something to roll around, making her fearful of everything. So yeah, we've got honey. We still don't know why we've got honey, but we could go talk to the imps again. And we may as well use our flying carpet to do so. There's a young dragonling there. Just hanging out in the forest. Oh, stop shooting me with fire. Okay, it can hit us from down there. And yep, this bandit camp is also replenished. Hooray. Sometimes I just want to play a game where once you kill something, it stays dead. I don't think we're going to have a good time trying to park the carpet here. I do not believe we can land here safely. I do not believe we can land here safely. How about here? I do not believe we can land here safely. I do not believe we can land here safely. Yep, I'm sure there's a spot. It's difficult to park this thing. I do not believe we can land here safely. I do not believe we can land here safely. Shut up, Spark. I do not believe we can land here safely. Alright, we're parking back at the Wisp House. That at least had a parking spot we can use. And we'll walk the rest of the way. Assuming nothing else from the forest tries to kill us? Alright, little imp boy. Like honey? We got honey. In fact, since sometimes you get games like this where it will happily take all of your inventory of a certain type of item, let's just stash some of these objects elsewhere in case we need to use them later. The ape-like creature slowly and cautiously walks up to you. Here we go, we did it. He, or she, sniffs for a moment, and then points to the honey you are carrying. And I still have the Spark censorship images up, so let's just remove those. Make use of that later. Want honey? What sort of voice do you think an imp has? Honey will be given to you, but to me? Yes. You're thanked. The ape-like creature peers at you intently for a few minutes. Then, shrugging, it walks cautiously up to you. I'm Trillic. Your name is? My name is Poggers. You are greeted. What's your... Well, you've already told us your name, but I'm going to ask again anyway. My name is still Trillic. And how are you employed? He gives you a puzzled look. The meaning of job is not clear to me. Is work the word meant by you? Yes. I'm a gatherer of food. All imps are food gatherers. Mainly fruits are sought by us. Fruits are pleasant tasting, like the honey you gave us. And, what can you tell me about the imps? I'm an imp. Saralak is an imp. Salamon is an imp. You, he smiles, are a human. bold of you to assume, but sure, why not? Saralek is my bonded one. Wife is what you would call her. My home is her home. And Salomon? Salomon is the wisest imp. Humans have been met by her. Many things have been seen by her. She is very experienced and knowledgeable. And this is your home. Silverleaf trees are our homes. He nods. Silverleaf trees. Silverleaf trees cannot be explained by me in human terms. I'm sorry. Another human should be asked by you. He shrugs, imitating the human gesture rather well. That's it then, I guess. Bye. Good luck is hoped for you. I don't think I've soft lock, but it's very strange that we're not getting the dialogue options we need to be able to talk to the wisps. I've definitely skipped over a step somewhere. You see a wizened female imp. What's your name? I'm Solomon, she says. What is it you do? I'm without job. All imps are without jobs. Food gathering and shelter building are imp jobs. Well, isn't that a bit of a contradiction? She gives you a hard look. There is a job for Trellick. What about Trellick? Trellick is another imp. He should be spoken to by you. There is much damage to the forest and the silverleaf trees. The damage is caused by your people, human. The responsibility to reverse the damage is also yours, human. Trellick should be sought by you, she says empathetically. He should be asked to join you. Oh, cool, another party member, yay. Silverleaf trees are where imp homes can be found. Bye. My hope is for your welfare, human. You're greeted, poggers. I nearly went with a high-pitched voice, but no, we're doing things differently today. Could you join us? Your wish is for me to travel with you? Yes. My wish is that also, but that is not the wish of Saralek, my wife. Permission from her must first be gained. Yeah, okay, bye. Good luck is hoped by you. Where is Saralek? Should be around here somewhere. There. The imp in front of you approaches very cautiously. After a few minutes of staring you up and down, he cocks his head towards you. You, human. What's your name? Tavanor is my name. And what do you do? The meaning of job is not understood. Explain job. Well, okay, first I need to explain capitalism. Job is now understood by me. No job is had by me. Food is gathered by me and my family. He watches you carefully. Your job is to cut down silverleaf trees, yes? Nope. Don't have to do that. Physically can't do that. The truth is known to me, but belief is hard for me. The truth is spoken... I'm just assuming. The truth is spoken by the human, Trellick says to the other imp. He is to be trusted. His goodwill was felt by me. The imp nods at Trellick and then turns to you. The truth is now clear to me. Your wish, good luck. These silverleaf trees, they're important to you? Silverleaf trees are imp homes. You couldn't make your home in any other tree? You have any food? Fruit and milk are imp foods. Especially fruits are liked by me. Meats, he shakes his head, are not liked by imps. Meats are from killed animals. Killing is bad. Destroying is bad. Fruits are good and sweet, like honey. Milk is good. Milk with honey is preferred by me. Honey is favorite food of all imps. Alright, bye. You were told goodbye. Where is Saralek? Could be hiding anywhere in these trees. would not be able to see her. Is it you? You are greeted. Bulgars. We could cheat and turn on the number display. Yep, doing it. So now we can see Trellick here is ID number 6. He's got that low number because I think he was possibly meant to join the party at some point. We certainly ask him to join, but he never does join. Maybe because no one designed character art for his portrait. Or someone thought that, you know, equipping a small ape-like creature with magic armor and a two-handed broadsword was a bit much. Where is his waifu? There you are. The female imp appears nervous. She shies away for a moment and then cautiously steps forward. I'm called Saralik. Trellick wants to join us. Trellick's my husband. Trellick has been met by you, she smiles proudly, and takes another step forward. What was said by him? He wants to join. To join you is his desire? Yes. She thinks for a moment. His going away is not desired by me. She turns to look directly at you. But joining you may be wise action. She sighs. Permission from Salomon must be gained first. Then permission from me will be granted. Your return to me is necessary for that. Salomon already said it was good. She is a very wise imp. Many humans have been met by her. Knowledge and experience are her talents. Goodbye is said to you, human. Okay. I mean, we can talk to Salomon again. We're hiding behind the trees. Hey, you. You're held, human. I'm without job. There's a job for Trellick. Trellick, permission will be given to you later. There's a task that we must perform first. There's a woodcutter who lives in the western part of the forest. Silverleaf trees are being cut down by him. Imp houses are in silverleaf trees. Contract must be signed by woodcutter to stop. My condition is understood by you? Not waiting for your response, she hands you a document. You are now in possession of the contract. Alright, bye. My hope is for your welfare, human. Cool, so we've somehow stumbled through that conversation tree and we've got the required item. The cutting down of silverleaf trees will be done no longer by you. Your compliance is desired. You are thanked, Woodsman Salomon. I don't know if that's legally binding, but we'll go deliver it to the woodsman if we can find the guy. And we can turn the cheaty number display off for the moment. And yeah, we'll be back. We'll sign the contract. We'll get the imp to join our party. We'll load him up with drugs. He'll become a killing machine. It'll be great. Then the imps will make a whistle that was required to talk with the wisps. Long bats! There's a magic bolt stuck in that tree now. Oh well. Everyone healthy? Healthy enough. Ceremon's taken a little bit of a beating, but he should be fine. Where is that woodsman's hut? I'm gonna have to scour this entire forest to look for him. Unless it's this one. It's this one. Okay, we've just happily stumbled across it perfectly. Eyeing you carefully, the man before you takes an aggressive stance. And And what's your name? He stares at you for a moment. Thad is my name, milady. What is it you do here? Job? I have not the time for a job. I am a quest to rid this land of that which plagues it. Okay, maybe you're not the woodcutter then. Kind of look like you've got a bandit mask on. What is thy quest? I have devoted mine entire life to this. Nothing will get in my way, not even Batlin. Eh? Batlin? He's the leader of the cursed organization, the Fellowship. The Fellowship, you say? I know little about their practices, but I do know they live outside the bounds of moral decency. Ha! Get bopped. They have kidnapped my beloved sister, Millie, and cast a spell of enchantment. Now she lives as they do. I have vowed to remove this wicked spell, and will slay the entire organization should that prove necessary. I like this guy. I like this guy. He's cool. We should get him to join our party. Thou also has taken a similar cause, I expect. Yes? Oh, totally. I joined them. Excellent. He shakes your hand. Thou art indeed a worthy warrior, my lady. Surely thou hast heard of the Fellowship, a most foul and evil organization. It has even infested the lovely forest of you. Me? No, you. I know the land, but not the people. There is nothing useful I have to tell thee. He appears thoughtful for a moment. Perhaps I can aid thee a bit. I do know there are 2 hunters who sometimes frequent this area. One, a woman, carries a spear. The other is an archer. That is all I can tell thee. Okay, bye. May thine endeavours reach fruition, my lady. So I wonder actually if we can go back to Britain and talk to Millie and say her brother has taken up a cause against the Fellowship. That could be fun. There's a bag hidden next to his bed with 32 gold coins in it. Never mind, he looks like he's fairly poor. We won't bother him. We'll take note of where he lives, though, in case we could go back to Millie and persuade her. Great, what's attacking us now? Oh, it's a headless. It's gotten stuck next to those deer. Why is the boy always hiding? To give you this gold. And is everyone healthy? Good enough. Yeah, seriously, this woodcutter's house is somewhere here in the forest. Is it this one? No, this is the ranger. The imps did say to the west, which would be around there. I know he exists. On more casual playthroughs where I can just wander the forest and not have to entertain people while doing so, I've come across this place quite easily. I think he lives slightly deeper in the forest than the rest of them. When do we eat, says Ceramid. When I tell you to eat. Okay, what's this? Oh, it's a mage. Wolves. Okay, everyone survived that encounter. Yep. Ceramid is hungry. Killed a bunch of things. Mage has a chest on him. With some gold. Let's quite surprising how many enemies in this game carry entire chests upon their person. And yeah, we've got this little shrine here in the middle of nowhere where some nasty sacrifice has gone on. There's corpses all over the place and a magic shield. I think we have many magic shields right now, and a lot of people have spare shields in their equipment because they're all carrying two-handed stuff. Ceramed here in particular, we don't need to give you a magic shield, but here, just hold on to this. And yeah, let's give everyone some food. All these corpses and sacrificial altars makes me hungry. And that actually reminds me, IRL, I have not taken my pills yet. I should take my pills. Yes, let's switch to cat cam for a moment, and I will take my pills. Is this thing still on? Yes, yes it is. Here, Twitch. Just mute so you don't have to hear me. Right, I've unmuted. Can go back to the game scene. Maybe we'll give it a bit of a save. Sure. What is this? Is the stream still on? Okay, yeah, we are. We're fine. Internet issues are a thing of the past. Thank goodness. So yeah, we're here. It's pretty much west of where the Amp's place is. So surely the woodsman's house is around here somewhere. This is Smith's house, or stables. Oh wow, we've managed to talk to him through the wall. What now, buggers? Asks Smith. Nothing, bye. That's just fine. I was getting tired of you all anyway. And yet they are still my present. Yet they are still my present. Sorry, Cyclone. Like I said, I am feeling especially stupid today. I don't understand. Oh, the internet issues. Yep, sorry. With the delay combined with like reference, I didn't get it. Yeah, that sucks. Just to hear you still have present issues with internet things. Yeah, I fixed the internet. I just need to fix my brain now. Why, how dare thou speakest to the Avatar in that manner, Smith? And who are you, my master? Why, as a matter of fact... Sure, whatever. Horses, man, they're rude. Where is the woodcutter's house? I swear he's around here somewhere. I think the Emp's instructions on like going west, life is peaceful there, is not actually quite accurate, especially considering the distances involved. I remember it being more of a southwest. Look at this. This is the brigand guy. I mean, I suppose we could just comb the forest. Is he on the left side of the road? Suppose it's possible. Here's a house. It's a house we haven't been in yet. There's a guy. Resting an axe on his shoulder, a tall, broad-chested man smiles and nods at you. We found him, yes. We're about to put him out of work. We're about to completely ruin his career path. What's your name? You can call me Ben, milady. I live here in the Forest of Yew. Me? No, you. It was once a large town, but now 'tis a smattering of cottagers living throughout the woods. And what's your job, Ben? I be a logger, milady. 'Tis what I've done all my life. In fact, milady, 'tis what my father did, and his father before him. Ah, logging, yes. It's very important to be able to go through logs and analyze what's going on in your web application. Especially like you need to hook them up to alerts and manage incidents using them. And so on. We've been doing this for more than 10 generations. And this forest, you like it? I'm afraid, milady, that I know no one in this area, but, he adds proudly, I do know who runs the sawmill in Minnock. I also know that monks reside in the abbey, next to the High Court. Who does run the sawmill in Minnock? Have you been there recently? Do you have an alibi? The sawyer there is named William. And the High Court, have you been there lately? 'Tis in the building just northeast of the Brotherhood. I know they keep prisoners in there. Thankfully, we have not yet been up to the prisons, but if we were to commit enough crimes, we would be taken there. And do you know these silverleaf trees? Why, yes, milady, I cut down silverleaf trees. They only grow in one area, so I have to travel quite a distance when I need some of that wood. Why dost thou ask, milady? Oh, I see. Thou wants some for thyself, eh? Yes, but no, that's not why we've come here. Thou'st got another reason for asking? Yes. What is this one area? Is it wise to cut down trees that are only growing in one tiny area? They mainly populate the east part of the Great Forest, way on the other side. So we have this contract from the Imps that we'd like you to sign. What in the bloody hell are Imps? After you quickly explain the silverleaf tree situation to him, he exclaims, Oh, well, that's horrible. I did not realize anyone, any other creature, used the silverleaf trees. What can I do about it? Well, you could sign this very non-legally binding contract saying that you're not going to cut the trees down anymore, thus removing this major source of income for you, possibly putting you out of business, making you destitute, homeless even. Why, of course I'll sign. No more silverleaf trees for me. He takes the contract from you and signs it. And please apologize to the Imps for me, milady. I never meant to destroy their homes. That was easy. Remarkably easy to promote conservatism, environmental, more goodness things. Trees and Then Some, by Ben. Previously titled My Life as a Woodcutter, this classic volume pleased readers more than 2 centuries ago. Much of it reads like a journal, with humorous commentary added by the author in between groups of entries. Day 7. today received yet another order for more logs. Day 11. I'm amazed at how frequently people are requesting my services. There's no longer any doubt to the rumours of the rapid growth in Britannia's urban areas. Day 16. Found new species of tree. Has silver-looking leaves that sparkle and grow quite large. Size indicates that the trees live very long, but grow slowly. Day 28. Had an odd request for a few of these new silverleaf trees. Day 40. Number of requests for silverleaf has nearly matched that of ordinary trees. Wonder what they could want them for. I wonder why everyone has become so crazy for these special trees. I doubt even one so insane as Lord British Chuckles would pass these off as any sort of precious metal. Though if anyone would, we all know it would be the man who carries so much weight with Lord British. The weight of wine bottles, that is. So hang on. This book, Trees and Then Some, was previously titled My Life as a Woodcutter. Classic volume pleased readers more than 2 centuries ago. And it's by Ben. So, is this guy 200 years old? I thought only weirdos like me and YOLO could live that long, being as we're not from this area. Is Ben here also an interplanetary traveller? And does this mean the Silverleaf situation has been going on for nearly 200 years? This is just weird. I mean, I guess his great-great-great-grandfather could also be called Ben, and he's just continuing on the tradition. It's just strange, that's all. Let's run back to the Imps. Hello, horse, can you talk? No. It's just a horse. I accidentally clicked out the window. Where were we, by the way? Yeah, it's on the left side of the road. Around the middle part. Oh, and I think we actually now have an object in our backpack that is signed. Ben the Logger. Yeah, definitely not legally binding here. We've come across someone's camp here, though, with a dead horse and a bunch of beef. Strangely. From the horse, maybe? I don't know, but we'll take it so it doesn't spoil. Doesn't go to waste. Yep, just random, unattended camp. I think there were trolls there last time we passed by, but maybe because it's a different time of day, there are no trolls. In fact, I suspect that we're looking at this in the middle of the night. Yeah, 4:22 in the morning. But that light spell that we cast in the bee cave has lasted this whole time. Oh no, it's more of these bloody bandits. Kill them all, please. Bandits. Queens. Doesn't look like they have much on them. I kind of wish you could just like loot all of their cool chain armor and sell it back to some vendor in town. Except of course that would make things very slow. Oh come on, I can see there's a magic bolt behind that tree. I can't click on it to take it though. Doesn't really matter who loots small piles of gold. I'll sort out inventory later. Right, let's go back to the Imps to get permission for Trellick to join the party so that we can talk to the Wisps. You, Imp Elder. Stop moving. You are held, human. About Trellick. She takes the document from you, smiling when she sees Ben's signature. Trellick is permitted to join you. Your wished luck and speed. Thanks, bye. My hope is for your welfare, human. Alright, now we tell Trellick's wife the good news. Saralek greets you. Hello is said to you, human. Solomon's got permission. Her eyes begin to mist over. I'm sorry, a lie was told by me. Trilek's leaving is not desired by me. Permission will not be given. Her expression changes. What is the reason you asked him? Nothing really. We just want to go on fun adventures. I guess adventure is actually the only dialogue option here. I thought we had at least an option to talk to the wisps, but okay. Adventure is not Trilek's desire. Never mind then. She shrugs. Bye. Goodbye, said to you, human. Maybe we can still talk to Trilek, though? If he'll stand still? You are greeted. Poggers. Job. Work. Gatherer. Imps. So like... Great, we're definitely missing something here because we're supposed to know that we need Trilek to talk to the wisps for us. And I think when we were talking to Saralek there, one of the options for getting her permission would be that we need him to talk to the wisps. Why do I not know that we need the imps to talk to the wisps? And now we've even lost the join option. On Trilek anyway. We might still be able to talk to his wife about that joining option. Yeah, I get the feeling I've definitely not soft locked. I think we can still proceed. But I've made things more difficult by not following the prescribed path through the game. You agree to Poggers by good luck. Where are you? In the trees. There we go. Hello, City Human. So we can still use the Trilek dialogue option. Goodbye, City Human. Did we use up the contract? We did. I kind of want to make sure I haven't definitely... Signed contract must be seen by me. I gave you the contract. I'm kind of worried that by doing this contract hand-in and then not getting an option to talk to Saralek about Trilek joining us, that we may have actually soft-locked, because we do need that whistle. But then how are we supposed to know about the imps? I think maybe we're just going to have to... Whoa, more bandits! Okay, that's enough, that's enough. Stop running through the woods attacking random things, unless it's actually another bandit there. Okay. Okay, that's enough. Stop. Let's just loot what we can. I reckon what we need to do... would you be able to revert back to a previous save? Yes. I have been careful and made a few saves here. So we can easily go back to this save here and do the contract hand-in again. But before we revert, like, use such drastic measures... Hey, you! Stop that! It is morning. Before we do that, I'm going to fly back to the fortune teller and get her to explain anything that we might be missing. I mean, it's a little frustrating, but this is a tiny step in a very long quest line, so it's not too surprising if I can't remember the exact details. Ceramad, could you be less poisoned, please? Oh great, there's a mage and some headless. Kill it, kill it. Are we all alive? We are not. Iolo is paralyzed by the looks of it. Yep. Still alive, just paralyzed. I don't know if I have a cure paralysis potion or spell. There we go. It wore off. It's fine. Where are we? Southwest. Okay. Right, here's where we parked. We just need to get back on the carpet. Fly over to Minnick and try and get our clue. If we've missed a clue somewhere. Thing is, I remember talking to the fortune teller when we first met her. And there was quite a lot of exposition that she dumped on us. Hello, wandering people friends. Is that you? Yes, there you are. Thou wishest to speak with me again? Margarita asks. Yes. Very well. What is it you do? The gypsy woman smiles slightly. To tell thy destiny. Can you tell me my destiny, please? The fortune will cost thee 20 gold. All right? Yes, that's fine. Margarita takes your money. The gypsy woman peers into her crystal ball. The crystal ball is very murky. Now that thou art a fellowship member, thou wilt learn more about them and discover thy true nature in due time. It is not very clear. Ah, yes, there is a new evil that threatens Britannia. I see that thou shalt have to reckon with it in the future. The crystal ball tells me that the ether of the world, the substance that controls magic, has been affected by this new evil presence. Yeah, we fixed that. Margarita runs after she takes the money. No, let's not give in to any stereotypes here. These are perfectly fine, normal people who happen to live in a traveling cart. I see further that this evil presence will gain great power during an event in the near future. This event has something to do with the planets. Seek out a man at the observatory in Moonglow to learn more about this. Yes, did that. It's fine. I see that he has a device which will be very useful to thee. It really isn't. See him soon, for this event is drawing near. It will happen when it happens. What is this? I see. Thou dost seek a man with a hook. He is not thy true adversary, but finding him will be necessary to complete thine ultimate quest. Yep. Wait, I see that thou must seek audience with the Time Lord. He is in trouble, although I cannot see what that trouble is. The Time Lord knows much about this new evil, so do not fail to seek him out. Yeah, how? To find the Time Lord, thou must first meet the Wisps, who live in the forest of Yew. They are thy best link to him. We met them, we need to talk to them. The monks of Empath Abbey may know how to contact the Wisps. Fantastic. That's That's the one little detail I missed, because normally I do go straight to the Abbey first and deal with all of this main plotline stuff later or never. We'll go to Empath Abbey. The ball has grown dark. I see no more. Margarita looks up at you and says, "Thou dost face many dangers ahead. Take care." With those words, Margarita slumps and closes her eyes to rest. She's obviously exhausted. Bye. Farewell. Go in peace. Everyone back on the carpet. And away we go. Maximum speed. So I'm already feeling pretty tired. It's been nearly 2 hours. I reckon we'll go to Empath Abbey. We'll talk to a few people there. But once we've done that, we'll call it and we'll leave it for next week to actually go talk to the Emps and then the Wisps. And if you need to end stream, do it and get some sleep. I just want to end on a good note where it's like nice and convenient and neat, Cyclone. But thank you. Where was I? Yeah, and that way, if I end it after we've talked to a few of the monks in Empath Abbey, during the week I can just double check if we're soft locked or not, and if we are, I can use the save game to go back in time and fix it so that everything will work out fine. And we don't need to potter around on stream just waiting for games to save and load and fix things up. Here we go, let's park. I'll tell you what, let's park in the middle of the Knight's Bridge game. I do not believe we can land here safely. Yes, we can. Look, we just need to scooch over here a bit. I do not believe we can land here safely. I do not believe we can land here safely. Use a save game. Neko is the Time Lord. Lol. No, we meet the Time Lord later. There we go. So, yeah, this is a game of Knight's Bridge. And it's a game that's got, like, sort of mention of it in this game and some of the older games as well, I think. And the objective is to move this chest over to the other side, but the opposing pieces can also do things. And it's interesting, and I always kind of liked how there's this solid gold chest in the middle that, like, I wanted to see if you could open it somehow, or if there's a way you can win the game and be rewarded with treasure. But I think it's just like, it's just here so you can play the game by hand if you want to. There's a sign here that says, "The game of Knight's Bridge." And I think there's a spell, like a detect magic spell, or something like that, that was suggesting there was some sort of thing about it. I might be wrong. Because it's Serpentile that has the Columna's Intuition spell, which is a very interesting spell, in that it reveals the location of game eggs, any kind of trigger that might create a trap or summon an enemy or things like that, without really telling you what the nature of that thing is. I mean, I suppose we've got Detect Trap, but that's about it. Nope. Anyway, let's go up to the Abbey and talk to the people there. All of the many, many monks that live here and make wine from grapes here on these trellises. This is where I learned the word trellis, by the way. Like, it was at a young enough age where I didn't know there was a special word for this kind of thing, but the game lets you click things and learn words for them, so there you go. Trellis. Here we are at the Abbey. We've got a monk here that's just wandering around saying good day and what have you. Nice weather today. He's stealing from us. Like, that's his job right now. He's actually thieving from us by bumping into people and saying good day, and it's a real nuisance. I would like to kill him right away. but we want to sort of get through the plot, perhaps. Hey, go away. Maybe I need to consolidate our funds and just dump them back at the carpet. Like, I know he's stealing from us because, like, I've seen the game schedules and stuff like that, and I know that there is an occupation called Thief, where he's just bumping into people. But look, okay, we'll use the abacus, right? Party gold, 596. If we let him wander around and say, oh, nice weather today. 596. Okay, he didn't steal anything from us that time. Nice weather today. He'll do it, I swear. He's being excessively friendly and running into us. Maybe he's picking targets that he can't rob from because I've moved all the gold to Spark here. Okay, what if, just to prove that this guy is really worth killing, I'll put 10 gold in the avatar's inventory. Might move the rest to this bag. I think it's a lot more difficult to steal if they're in a bag. Like, that's how it was allegedly in Ultima Online anyway. Like, if you put your gold inside a bag that's inside another bag, it would be more difficult. There, look, it's gone. 586. He stole 10 gold from me. Bastard. The friendly-looking monk signals you over to him. What's your name? He smiles. My name is Craig, milady. Stab him. Soon, Cyclone. Penalty of death. I'll get round to it. What's your job? I am a monk here at the Abbey. I am working on an alchemical mixture. Really? You're here at the Abbey? You work here? Sadly, I am so involved with my studies that I have no time to visit the surrounding area or learn any new faces. What mixture are you creating? Well, milady, we here at the Abbey will soon be taking a vow of silence. However, it will take some time for all of us to become accustomed to the sound of silence. Therefore, I am creating a potion that enables the imbiber to become temporarily silent. The concept is very similar to a potion of invisibility. You're taking a vow of silence, you say? Well, he looks embarrassed. After reading a book on how we compare to our predecessors, we learned that most people expect us to take a vow of silence. So, he shrugs, we have chosen to do so once I can make that potion. I realize that it sounds foolish, but I truly believe it will help us produce more wine. You like wine, do you? The monk's wine is renowned through all of Britannia, or so I thought. A puzzled look fills his face. Ah, well, that is no matter. Regardless, I sincerely recommend to thee to try some of our exquisite drink. You've read about monk predecessors? Surely thou knowest of what I speak? Meditation, silence, aesthetics, and so forth. And you need a potion of invisibility. As a matter of fact, my research has reached an impasse, for I cannot determine the nature of some critical reagents. What I need is a potion of invisibility to analyze. Then I could progress from there. He looks at you, hopefully. Wouldst thou be willing to obtain a potion for my studies? It is likely that thou couldst find one easily at the mage Nicodemus's. I think I can say yes here, but not actually give him the potion. Like, we have some in our inventory, but we can agree to go get one for him. He sighs, obviously relieved. Thank thee, milady. Bye. He nods farewell to you. So it's interesting that this abbey has 2 bedrooms. He keeps bumping into us. .586. That's a good number. They've got this little podium where they can do their sermons. I think podium's probably a word I learned from Ultima 7 as well. Probably mentioned this on stream already, but it's thanks to Ultima 7 and learning interesting, unusual words like this that I was once able to help my mother with a crossword puzzle where the answer to the crossword puzzle was halberd, not a normal word that you would generally come across. Alright, so there's no one else in the abbey itself. Oh, but there's a monk outside. The monk pulls back her cowl far enough for you to see her face. What's your name? Thou mayest call me Amy, milady. And what do you do? As a monk, I'm not sure how to answer that question. I often help to make wine. However, milady, in my spare time, I paint or tend my garden here at the abbey. Yeah, tell me about the abbey. I've spent little time with others in the area. Thou mayest wish to speak with Taylor, for he knows much more about the people, animals, and sights in the area than I do. Who's Taylor, then? He's a fellow monk. He spends his time studying the plants, animals, and geography of Britannia. And you know Craig, then, obviously, your fellow monk. I'm afraid I do not know of such a person. How about that? That's weird. Yes, she blushes. I have long admired those who are able to express themselves visually. Sadly, she says, laughing, I'm not very good. However, I also collect art. In fact, I have an original sterling hanging in my room. Perhaps thou could see it sometime. Are you inviting me to your bedroom? Uh-huh. And how about your garden? My garden? I've been tending it for years now. I'm a firm believer in the value of aesthetics, so I plant only flowers. Sometimes I sell them in bouquets when people want them, but I do that very rarely. Alright, bye. Fare thee well, my lady. May the sweet scent of beauty never pass thee by. We might want to buy flowers from her later. I'll leave that till next stream, because we can give flowers to someone else. Let's take a quick look here at the jail. High Court of Britannia. Watcha. The man greets you with stern, suspicious eyes. I'm Sir Jeff, milady. What do you do here? I'm the High Court official at the prison here in the Abbey. I'm the judiciary part of Britannia's government. It is my job to see that criminals are brought to justice. Ah, right. We have 2 prisoners already, but there are many scoundrels who still roam free. Scoundrels, you say? See for thyself. The posted bills for known villains are here in the logbook in the courtroom. I might do that. Thanks. Keep thine heart and mind on the straight path, milady. Here's the book of known criminals. Hook. Hook is known to be an extremely dangerous killer, a pirate who left his own band of scallywags to become a freelance assassin for whomever might meet his price. It is believed that he is linked to at least 14 murders in Britannia. All the victims have been mutilated with a sharp object, believed to be the handiwork of a hook hand. It is not known where Hook resides, but many believe he has a secret hideout in Buccaneer's Den. His most recent sighting confirmed that he is travelling with a warrior gargoyle named Forskus. Kellen is wanted in several townships for thievery. He uses many aliases, including Turvis, Craig, and Hodge. He was last seen near the Forest of Yew and is believed to have gone into hiding. Sullivan is wanted in several townships for fraud, thievery, and other petty crimes. He is known to be a member of the Fellowship, though the Fellowship is denied in any knowledge of such a member. In many reports of the man's crimes, victims have stated that he claimed to be the Avatar. So we'll meet Sullivan later, but yeah, Craig, how about that? And there's some other criminals here and a guard, and this is the cell we wake up in if we do any crimes ourselves, which is happily very easy to escape from, and no one will even bother raising the alarm. So I'd like to find Taylor the monk as well, if he's around here somewhere. I don't think that's him. Please, milady, call me Perrin. I reside here in Empath Abbey. What is it you do? I'm a scholar, milady. Dost thou want training in the realm of books? No. Forgive me, I'm a bit overzealous in my search for students. I hope thou will return in the future. You know Empath Abbey? This is a pleasant location. I like the privacy, which gives me a chance to study when I need to. The Brotherhood is across the road, and I am near Healer. Also, I have begun a study on the effects of dealing with death for undertakers. I'm using Thierry as a case study. We can learn about Thierry later. Thanks, bye. Goodbye, poggers. Best of luck in their journeys. He has very nice bookshelves. I might steal those later. But where is our friend Taylor? I mean, that's Craig, I think. I don't remember seeing him inside the building, but maybe we missed him. They like to be sneaky and just hide in the wings, like of the pillars, or underneath the podium, the kitchen maybe. I mean, he'll come back to his bed at night, so we can always find him there. He might be out and about. Because if he's the head of the Abbey, then obviously he would know all of the members of the Abbey. Enjoy travelling with the party. How may I assist the party, poggers? I was trying to open a door. Thanks, bye. Till next time, milady. There's the healer. MZizzy redeemed Hydrate. Thank you so much, MZizzy. I have been talking for about 2 hours now, and I do not normally use my mouth flaps to talk that much. Cheers. How are you doing, MZizzy? I hope you are enduring the COVID. Cheers to getting flappy. I hope you can recover from your affliction soon. Here's the point where I would normally give MZizzy a shout out, but as she is not only struck by the plague and also starting a new job, she's going to be a bit busy for streaming at the moment, so maybe don't follow her right now, but just keep her in the back of your mind. I am very hopeful that I'm very mildly improving. Hope so too. Get well soon, rest up. Seriously, do not push yourself. Every report I've had for people who got this thing have said that pushing themselves was the wrong thing to do, and it was a mistake to think that they were on top of things so quickly. The woman greets you with shining eyes. I'm Raina, she says, brushing the hair out of her face. What do you do? I'm a healer. I have chosen to set up shop here near the forest. And, oh right, healing. Yes, we have a friend who has an affliction of being killed. Maybe we could get her to resurrect him. Then again, we could just take him back to Lord British off stream and resurrect him for free with Lord British. So I can take the free option. Yeah. Thank you for reiterating that. It's hard to accept. I hope you're doing okay. I'm doing... frankly, I've been better. I meant to go get various medication pumped into me today and just completely forgot about it because this whole weekend I've just felt sleepy and low energy. And it seems to be an ongoing thing now, which is annoying. One of the things about chronic fatigue is that you know that there's some small, simple tasks you could do to improve your situation, but you still don't have the energy to actually get up and do them. And it's, yeah, quite frustrating. I'm hoping it can just be a phase that I'm going through and I can figure it out and go back to some sense of normalcy. We'll see. Let's not talk to this person right now. May health always follow thee. Good advice. Let's see if we can find this one monk Taylor, and then I can close stream and shut down for a bit. Yeah. Got work tomorrow, which is a nuisance, but we'll deal with it somehow. I'll tell you what, while we wait for Taylor to come back home, because he's probably out in the forest somewhere recording things for his journals, we can go talk to the mage Nicodemus. If we magically unlock his front door and bust in. I guess all mages have like this understanding that yes, they've used a magic spell to lock their front door, which means normal people won't be able to get in, but if there's like a fellow mage, they could come in very easily. So I guess they just have this understanding that that's the level of privacy they can expect. Me, I would use a magic enchantment and a key. So here's Nicodemus. He's dancing. And we've missed out on our chance to talk to him while he was crazy, which is a pity because he has some funny lines. But we fixed the magical ether so we can talk to him now, and he'll probably act like we actually talked to him in the past. And oh no, he's in thief mode as well. We seem to have gained gold. I don't remember looting any gold. Anyway, Nicodemus, Mad Mage, he also has Thief in his day-to-day schedule because he's initially quite mad. The game can't correct this, I think, when you trigger the quest to fix the magical ether. Anti-thief, yeah! The nerve of the guy, he's going around depositing gold in people's pockets. Right, yo, Nico. Not to be confused with Neko, your old friend Nicodemus has a faraway look in his eyes. What's your name? Thou art addressing Nicodemus. He would have been completely crazy and loopy if we'd talked to him before, but oh well. What's your job? Why, to perform magic. It seems that the disturbance in the ether has been repaired. I can also sell thee some reagents or spells. Yes, I did that. It was me. Give me discounts. Dost thou wish to buy some spells? Yeah, sure, why not? In which circle dost thou wish to study? Let's go big. Let's go 6th circle. What spell wouldst thou like to buy? We've got that one. We've got that one. Poison Field isn't that good. Firing isn't that good. Never mind. What about 7th circle spells? We haven't got any of those yet. Oh, here we go. Death Bolt. I like the sound of that. The Death Bolt spell will cost 155 gold. Agreeable? Okay. Done. Was there like another spell? Yes. 7th. I'll come back and I'll buy anything else that I want later. Just straight up death. Yes, this is Corpor Cyclone. Which translated from the language of magic, because they do actually have a cohesive language of magic incantations. Corpor is Death Light. And it was one of the favourite spells to attack people in Ultima Online, which I never got to play again, but people would just go around shooting Corpor at innocent travellers and killing them and taking all of their stuff. Because of course that's what happens on an MMO, where player killing is allowed by default. So it became something of a meme, just, you're travelling through the woods, Corpor, dead, done. I do quite like the Energy Mist spell, though. The Energy Mist spell will cost 155 gold. Agreeable, yes. Done. Is that like another spell? No. And I'll figure out reagents that we need to buy later. That's shopping. That's just kind of tedious bookkeeping. Stop stealing from us. Could you at least... Hello again, poggers, says Nicodemus. Could you at least be thankful that we fixed the ether? No, I guess not. Because we never talked to him before in the first place, so... Fine, we'll go. I have actually spent money, I suppose, so... Yeah, we're down to 311 now, allegedly. I just need to find this monk. I mean, I don't need to, like, to confront the guy, but I would like to. I just don't remember where he spends his time when he's not at the Abbey. Do you think it's a bit weird that the keeper of the jailhouse has 3 lockpicks in his house? I think it is. Maybe he practices so that he knows which locks are good and which locks are no good. Here's the graveyard. We could come back here later, I suppose. We can't read over the wall, though. That's interesting. I think it's weird that people have houses. Well, it's pretty fancy for the game to actually keep track of that and make sure people generally have a place to stay. This is the house of the Undertaker. In real life or in game? He probably just confiscated them. Oh yeah, confiscated the lockpicks. Nice. Also, hello, Sonneveld. You have recovered from your recent sickness, Sonneveld, so you actually get a shout-out. Haha, you can't stop me. Go check out Sonneveld. He's probably not a cannibal, as far as I know. That's about all we know. And yeah, he's been playing Yahtzee Crowshaw's games lately, which are entertaining. Lol, I was typing to please say no to... Oh no, thanks for the shout-out though. No worries, Sonneveld. Sonneveld eats dandruff, which is ethical. I mean, I suppose if he eats his own dandruff, that would be ethical. Or if he eats dandruff of those who have given consent to that, that would also work. Where is Brother Taylor? Sorry, my shift key is dialing. Right, please say no. Gotcha. And sorry for your shift key, son. Hope you can get that fixed. You're using a UK layout keyboard. That's interesting. Like, I remember back in the UK where to type a double quote symbol, I actually have to type Shift 2, because that's where the double quotes was, and then @ is where pretty much the double quotes is on the general US / international keyboard is. Although I think international keyboard is more like for Europe, where they've got the funky enter key. He scours the floors of peak out train carriages. I love this expanded universe of Sonneveld that we're creating here. Oh my god, I just basically said the thing Twitch chats never fail to throw at me if I admit I'm vegan. Plants can't consent. Yeah, so vegans are basically the worst people ever because they just eat plants without asking for consent. Who is that person floating in midair? Hey, you. Oh my lord, I think he is floating in midair. Wow, these monks are something else. They've learned how to levitate themselves with the power of pure thought. Look, if I can stand underneath him, it removes the top level. Okay, so that's a bug. That, I think, is Craig. You see, the problem is I can't talk to this friend if he's floating in midair. You do have a very trustworthy scalp, I believe it. Son, I suspect you haven't seen him. Or Emily, rather. Sorry. Jeez. Trying to correct you. Emmy. Emmy would be preferable. Because her scalp is quite obscured by all of the hair. Anyway, I'm losing my ability to cognitate. I'm just going to cheat and drag our monk friend out of the air and put him down on the ground where he's supposed to be. Thank you. Hello, milady. Wait, that's Craig again. Bye. He nods farewell to you. That means the person we wanted to speak to is actually here? No, that's Amy. Rest up, Neko. Emily is accurate, I don't mind, as long as it's not being said with malice. Yeah, Zizzy. It's just I was trying to... You know, because M is not great. So I was trying to say, oh no, you should say me, but then my brain farted and I kind of doxed you a little bit there. Sorry. Have a close-up of the cat. As an apology. Look at the cute little sleeping kitty. Try not to think about how James has partially revealed something there about your name. I've seen her in my mind's eye. Actually, I might have got my signals crossed because... Excuse me, what? Son. Anyway. Moving on. Let's finish this part of the game. I don't know where Taylor is. He's supposed to be in the Abbey. Can't find him. There he is. He's sitting at his desk now. Okay. You see an attractive, studious-looking man. What's your name? My name is Taylor, milady. What's your job? I study the local flora, fauna, and geography here at the monastery. Actually, we do need to talk to this guy because he's the one that studies all the nature stuff. So he's the one that knows about the imps liking honey and being able to talk to wisps. So we actually did need to wait around to talk to this guy. Aha, it was all on purpose. Please dox me more and more cats. Nope, can't do it. Emmy is a woman of mystery. I must remember the beaded beard and the enormous Chinese radish you carried across your shoulder. That's surprisingly accurate, son. Yeah. Fauna. Tell me about fauna. Many different species of animals reside in the forest. I've encountered some fascinating ones in my studies. Tell me about wisps. The wisps? He laughs. I doubt they exist. Rodents of unusual size? I doubt they exist. I realize many people seem to believe in them, but I've never seen any. I have seen them. I need to talk to them. If thou must know, popular legend maintains that they inhabit the forest area, near the imps. Supposedly, the imps are able to speak with them. He shrugs. So you believe in imps, but you don't believe in wisps. Thou mayest look for them if that is thy wish, but I would not waste precious time myself. Cool. Imps. The imps. I have not been able to glean much information about them. They live on the eastern edge of the deep forest, not too terribly far from here. They resemble apes, but only slightly. Somehow we haven't actually encountered an ape in this entire game, so how would you say that they resemble apes? If anything, you would say apes are the mythical creature and they resemble imps. They are exceedingly shy and will rarely feel comfortable enough to approach a human. My psychic powers are, if anything, even more trustworthy than Emmy's scalp. Yes. Indeed. The only way I was able to view an imp closely occurred when I happened to have honey in my pack, which I just picked up from Bee Cave. The creature appeared, stared at me for a few minutes, and then asked, I say, for mine honey. I believe they are empathic, hence their name. Quite an interesting species, dost thou not agree? Cool. What about precious time? What's the rush? There are so many exciting things to investigate. Tree flowers, for example, my lady. Tell me about the monastery you work at. Our order is called the Brotherhood of the Rose. Usually you can count on them not to work, though, but I suppose they had to nail it eventually. Monkeys with typewriters kind of deal. Yeah. The Order of the Rose, you say? Yes, milady. One other monk, Amy, lives here in the abbey. She is a painter and a gardener. So you don't know Craig? That name does not sound familiar, milady. Perhaps he's not from this area. Well, I've heard all I need to know. May thy knowledge increase with thine encounters with nature, milady. So I think now we could actually properly accuse Craig of being a thief. Hello, milady. So we could give him a potion, but he just drinks the invisibility potion immediately and vanishes. And vanishes in a way that we cannot track him down or reveal him with a reveal invisibility spell. It's just like he's gone. So instead, he's a thief. Ah, found me out, didst thou? 'Tis too bad. For thee! And he's just going to come at us with a knife now. Justice is done. He thought that this puny little poison dagger would work against me with a sword made out of black rock, Jana with the death scythe, Yolo with a triple crossbow, Spark with the hoe of destruction, and Ceramid's got his bow, I guess. That's how combat should go. That's good. Anyway, he's actually got the gold that he stole from us, which is a nice touch, I find. It looks like he also stole those bee stingers I had. I didn't notice that. Interesting. I thought it was only gold that the thieves would steal, but I guess they'll steal lots of other things too. I loved the sudden stream of peculiarity in chat that made me smile. You can find plenty of peculiarity around me, son. I seem to attract it. I am attracted to it. It's just nice. It's just everyone's got to be a little weird. Life is more interesting that way. Okay, so we know now that we talked to imps in order to... Oh, hi, Nicodemus. Are you gonna... Oh, jeez. Stop it. Stop chasing me. I don't actually want to kill you. 21. Stop it. He's insatiable. Are we safe? Okay, we're safe. Ah, there he is again. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming by. Apologies for being such a scuffed stream. This is pretty much at my limit for how out of sorts I can be, and what with like tiredness and medications and everything. Yeah, it's tricky, but I always want to keep streaming because it's so nice to just play fun retro DOS games and share that experience with people. So I appreciate everyone coming by. Considering I keep coming back, I kind of feel called out. I guess I'm more interesting than I thought. Thanks. Yes, quite. So what are we going to do? We're going to raid out, and I'm going to maybe go to bed, but realistically I'm probably going to stay up on social media for a while. Who could we go to? Who could we go to? Potato. I feel that. Good job on showing up so regularly. Fun, James, but please stop streaming if you do need some self-care and also taking care of yourself. Thank you so much. You are kind people. This is why I like you all so much. I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you very much. I feel like maybe just as a default, we could go raid Lonely Shark Melb. He's also recently recovered from getting the plague at PAX. He's a Melbourne-based streamer, obviously, it's in his username. He plays mostly horror games. He's playing something called Scorn, which I don't know if I would want to play it myself, but it does have these cool sort of Geiger-esque aesthetics. So let's just go over to Sharky and say hi. That'll do as a raid. Thanks for the stream and have an awesome time zone, peeps. Thank you to you as well, son. And I'll see everyone next week, perhaps. Why not? Here's the cat again. Queen of the stream, Poppy. Asleep in her flan. Thanks for these 7 streams. No worries, Sonnevold. I do love doing this game. I keep forgetting to have an emote, and I'm delighted to see it every time. It is a cool emote, Emmy, yeah. And very appropriate for the spooky season. So yeah, thanks everyone. See you next time. Goodbye. Take care of yourselves. That sounded very not modest. I'm not choosing my own emote, I just think there is. It doesn't have to be modest, Emmy. It's a cool emote, and cool emotes are cool. Oh, I have a raid message. You can use that if you want, or you can chuck in some bongos if you have them.